and today I'm going to be showing you my interpretation of how to recreate Billie Piper's makeup for Doctor Who, also known as Rose Tyler in the show. It's going to be from Series 1, I think it's the episode The Empty Child, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, first of all I'm going to start with an eyeshadow, and it's from this palette, which is this colour here. Let's see if you can see that. And it's basically just a really pale beige, but it's got a bit of a shimmer to it, so that's good. And I've already put foundation on my face. Usually I would use a brush for this, a proper makeup brush, but I found the actual pads work the best. These actually work the best for this job, I found. So just apply that really thickly, unless you've got something a bit more pigmented yourself, over just the lid of your eye, and you can see that already coming out quite nicely. Mine isn't actually that bright on camera, it's a shame that you can't see it that well, but there you go. Okay, now what I'm going to do for over the top like that, so that's just all over the eyelid, then I'm going to take this colour here, which is the one that I've been searching for so long, and then when I found this I was so pleased. It's that colour there, that one, and it's sort of like a really dark champagne-y colour, I would call it. I'm not sure, cause it's such a shame because I can't find any colours, some names for these colours. But then I'm going to take that and just take it from the crease up to the brow bone, but not all the way. Make a circle around what you've already done, sort of. And that's the thing about the other one. The other one's not very pigmented, but this one is, so it's a bit of a shame. And I've gone a little overboard there, so I'm gonna... And I don't... Please excuse my really bad skin, because I'm not like one of those people who applies so many types of cream and everything before they go to bed or before they start putting on makeup, because I simply don't have the time and I can't be bothered with it. So now I'm just sort of blending that in really well. It's a shame my camera isn't as good as I thought it would be for this, for showing up the colours. And believe me, I've adjusted it so many times, but it doesn't quite work the way I want it to. But we can even hope. Getting too much there. First of all, I wanted to also say, well, I remember, even though it's halfway through, for my foundation, which I find that it's best to just foundation your face with something that you use personally, that you already use, that you're familiar with using, or if you're new to it, just, I suggest just go around and test stuff, and if you really don't have a big budget, just go to somewhere like Boots, find something you can find yourself, which is easy enough. Most of my stuff in here is either number 17 if it's eyeshadow, or something that I've been given, so I don't have the name for it, so that's sad. But for my foundation I use this, which is L'Oreal Infallible Makeup, and I used to use the liquid version, but the consistency wasn't that great, so I use the powder now, which is great, and obviously it's been well used. So, and then it comes with a sponge as well, so then you can put it in there, and a mirror. I'm just touching that up. So I'm applying that on, so you want it fairly dark and quite thin around there. And it depends with this makeup also on your face shape. If you're trying to achieve this just because you like the colour, or you want to recreate it to wear every day, that's pretty much, it can suit any face. But for mine, I think my face shape is fairly similar to Billie Piper, so it kind of works better on my brow shape. But she's got way different eyebrows to me. She's got them like right down here, so it differs. It will look different, obviously, on every face shape. but for me it's fairly similar. Okay, there's that. There's quite a crease there. So yeah, not all the way up to the brow bone. And now for the top, it's a bit of a highlighter. I'm going to use this colour here. It looks white to you, I'm sure, but it's a very, very pale beige. And this one comes from Makeup Academy. It doesn't have its own name as far as I know, but I found this in a very cheap sort of pharmacist, I suppose you could say, for £1.30, and obviously that's UK price. So, for all my viewers across the seas and everywhere else, just find something like that. So then just apply it all the way up to your eyebrows, sorry. Okay, and that to me looks very shiny and different, because in my mirror it doesn't quite look so much. I'm just fanning that out a bit. Okay. So, just blend that out. Take a bit more if you have to, which I have to. That's the sad thing about it. Well, even though some of the other girls on here I've seen use really bright, not bright colours, but really expensive colours, some of them do stick. And of course they use primers beforehand. I don't personally, because for the sheer fact that I don't own one, which I probably should, but this is my way of doing it, so it's not quite as professional as some of the others. But I feel that, I suppose anyone can do this, anyone who has a passion for it, and then basically you repeat on this side. I'm going to show you this looks better closer up, it really does. My camera and the lighting in here is just not suitable for it. Plus it looks like I've got one eye bigger than the other at the moment. What, this camera? This is for, I don't know why people actually do this, but it seems to help. It's for eyebrows shaping, which mine definitely need. Some might call me very unprofessional, I suppose, compared to some of the others on here. Some of the other gurus, or, anyone else doing these tutorials, because I'm probably not quite as experienced or not quite as driven as them, but Now I'm going to do the blush, and I'm doing it with number 7, and it's called Honey. It is number 20, Honey. So basically just do that like closer, actually for her, from the picture I've got, do it on the cheekbone, not too thick. I hope it is best if you suck in your cheeks to try and expose your brow bones better, not your brow bones, the cheekbones better, so you can really find the edging, and it makes it more defined. I know one girl on here uses like tape, like to define it, and I might try that as well myself. I'll have the names for all these people that I can think of in the description box, or is the description box there? Oh well. So that's that.